You've heard this song. Even if you've never owned an a-ha album, even if you weren't alive in the 1980s, the moment that synthesizer starts playing, most people know exactly what's coming. But what most people don't know is that Take On Me was never supposed to become one of the biggest songs of the decade. Before it topped charts around the world, it failed, more than once. And the version we all know today wasn't even the first version of the song. The story actually begins years before a-ha became famous. In the late 1970s, Pål Waaktaar and Magne Furuholmen were members of a Norwegian band called Bridges. During that time, Waaktaar started developing musical ideas that would eventually evolve into Take On Me. One early version was linked to a song called Miss Eerie. Another demo became known as Lesson 1. And yes, that famous keyboard riff was already there, years before the hit. In 1982, Pål Waaktaar, Magne Furuholmen, and singer Morten Harket formed a-ha.
How can we get out of Norway?
Det var jo ingen som hadde gjort det før.
Magne ringer, og Pål og jeg skal til England.
Vi skal ut og bli internasjonale popstjerner. Norge for lite for oss. Satt på en sånn liten bedsit I London og skulle vise låter da.
We didn't have a plan B, because plan B, you already started doubting plan A.
Klarer dere å bli verdensberømt?
Ja.
The first time a Norwegian group has made it big all over the world.
After signing with Warner Brothers, they began recording material for what would become their debut album, Hunting High and Low. One of those songs was Take On Me. The first official version was recorded in 1984 with producer Tony Mansfield at R.G. Jones Studios in London. Released in October 1980. Everywhere else, not much happened. The single failed to chart in the UK and attracted little international attention. Most labels would have moved on. Warner Brothers didn't. Instead, the band returned to the studio with producer Alan Tarney, who had worked with artists such as Cliff Richard and Leo Sayer. Tarney reshaped the song. The arrangement became tighter, the rhythm more energetic, and Morten Harket's vocals moved front and center. The new version was released in the UK on April 5, 1985. And once again, it failed to become a major hit. At this point, Take On Me had already been released twice without delivering the breakthrough everyone expected. Then came the music video. And honestly, this is where the story gets interesting. Warner Brothers executive Jeff Aroff backed an ambitious new visual concept, and director Steve Barron was brought in to make it happen.
Can I just go bum 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 bum? I can't even.
Barron had already directed major videos, including Michael Jackson's Billie Jean. Filmed in London in 1985, the video starred English actress and dancer Bunty Bailey. Many of the cafe scenes were shot at Kim's Cafe in Wandsworth.
This was the actual seat I was sitting in, I think. I was doing a commercial for Tennant Special as a dancer, and a lady there, the costume designer, Vicky Russell, came up to me and said, well, Steve Barron, the director, is looking for this girl for this video, and he took me through the storyboard, asked me to do a few actions and a little bit of acting out the storyboard, and that was it really. I got the job and the rest is history.
The production combined live action with rotoscoping, a technique where artists trace over filmed footage frame by frame. Around 3,000 frames were individually processed, and the animation work took roughly 16 weeks to complete. The result was unlike almost anything viewers had seen on MTV. A young woman reading a comic book is pulled into a world where drawings come to life, and the members of AHA exist somewhere between animation and reality. MTV put the video into heavy rotation.
Hi, we're AHA. We came from Norway to tell you can watch us on MTV, where video music is in a state of potential animation. Go for it.
Suddenly, people who had ignored the song couldn't ignore it anymore. The Alan Tarney version was released again in 1985, alongside the new video campaign. This time, everything changed. On October 19, 1985, Take On Me reached #1 on the Billboard Hot 100 in the United States. It reached #2 in the United Kingdom and became a major hit across Europe, Australia, and Canada. In 1986, the video won 6 MTV Video Music Awards and became one of the defining music videos of the decade.
AHA, Take On Me.
All right. Hollywood Henderson backstage at the Houston Music Hall, Houston, Texas with AHA. Just finished up a great set, y'all, and you're a winner again. Best new artist. What do you think?
Wow, that's a great, that's the best
Houston.
one.
How about Morten? AHA. You need a big truck to carry all these on.
Well, there you have it. After a month's worth of voting, you, the American viewing public, have voted AHA for the Viewer's Choice Award. Congratulations to everybody there.
What makes this story unusual is that the hit version wasn't the first version, or even the second. The song evolved from Bridges material, became the demo, Lesson 1, was released in 1984, re-recorded in 1985, and only achieved global success after being paired with Steve Barron's groundbreaking video. The version of Take On Me that reached #1 in 1985 wasn't the beginning of the story. It was the final chapter of a journey that started years earlier in Norway, passed through London recording studios, and eventually found its audience through a music video that changed the industry. Few songs take that path, which is exactly why we're still talking about this one today.
Thank you all. Thank you very much.